Welcome to the Automatic Patient Podcast, where we help your dental practice create a kick-ass recurring revenue model. Here are your hosts, Mr. Jordan and Justin Comstock. This podcast is powered by BoomCloud. Create, manage, and grow your dental membership program. Schedule a demo on boomcloud.com.
Hey, what's up, J-Dog?
Not
How you doing,
much.
Jess?
I'm doing great.
I'm pumped today for this show.
I am too.
You know, we've been doing a lot over the past couple weeks here on marketing, and today we're going to be talking about automatic marketing, one of my favorite topics to talk about, and one that's much needed in dentistry from my point of view. From a
right.
marketing, I'm more of a marketing-oriented CEO, but once again, I am your co-host today, Jordan Comstock. With me is my twin brother and also co-host, Justin Comstock. He's the COO of BoomCloud. So just super excited to be on this episode with you today. We're going to make it a value-packed episode and hopefully not too long. So if you're driving, you get to listen to the whole episode. You know, but today, like I said, we're going to be talking about automatic marketing. So, Justin,
I'm excited. We're gonna go inside Jordan's brain today, and we're gonna be talking about marketing processes and the marketing function of any business, right? Specifically, the dental practice. So let's get started, Jordan. I'm going to be asking Jordan some questions throughout the podcast today, and we're going to be extracting all that information from his brain.
Sweet.
So let's go.
Whoa, real quick, before we
ahead.
get started, you know, tell our audience how you're doing and what you're right now, what you're passionate about working on. I think that's always fun to hear.
Well, I mean, as of right now at BoomCloud, I'm very passionate about working on automation and workflows that help the teams here. So I'm designing
the marketing teams, the sales teams, the success teams. Yeah.
So we use a CRM, and we'll talk about CRMs today in our interview, but we use a CRM, and I've been able to create automations and workflows that send automated emails to customers or notify sales teams about leads coming in, right? So right now I'm hyper focused on automation for the team here.
So the automatic operations of marketing, sales, and just the operations of the company. Yep. Yeah, I always think
across
it's fun
all departments,
I always think it's fun to talk about what we're working on, what we're passionate about, because business is universal, and whatever we're doing here at BoomCloud can be applied to any type of business, whether you're a dental office,
absolutely,
or a hospital, or a consulting company. It's all universal. So, anyways, with that said, let's now get started with the automatic marketing questions.
Heck yeah, here we go, Jordan. What does a successful marketing system look like?
Cool. Yeah, I love this question because marketing is a system, just like anything else, just like your CERAC is a system or cutting a margin is a system. It's all systems, right, and processes. And from what I've seen out there, I'll give you kind of a 30,000-foot view of what a successful marketing system looks like. For a dental practice, right? So number one is awareness. You need to get awareness for your practice and your service offerings, right? Most businesses struggle with the same thing, and it's just nobody knows who they are, right? Which is sad. We don't want you to be sad. We want you to be happy. So awareness, it starts with awareness. And we'll go into details there. So there's a lot of ways to get awareness, right? There's networking. You can network with small businesses in your local area. There's networking groups like one called BNI, which stands for Business Network International, I believe. And there's groups like that across the nation in every state and every city where you can join and you can meet with other business owners and talk about what you're doing in your practice, and they send referrals your way, right? So excellent way to get awareness. If you're not part of a networking group, become a part of one, because referrals are king. There's also awareness strategies like on Google search, through Google Ads, through SEO, which is search engine optimization, Facebook. A lot of the times though, Facebook, if you have your own practice page, it's more internal marketing, because most people who follow you are maybe your patients, right? But that's still awareness, right? To get patients to come back in. The next thing is, so there's lots of ways to get awareness, a lot. Those are just a few examples. And later on, I'll tell you kind of what's the low-hanging fruit, from my opinion and from what I've seen in dentistry. The next thing is lead capture. You want to make your practice known and get patients to know that you exist. What most people don't do is capture leads. They just wait. Most people just wait for a phone call to come in and to schedule an appointment, right? So there's a huge segment of the marketing funnel or flow that is being missed in dentistry. For every dental practice I look at, we'll talk more about this. There's some pieces missing, right? And would you do dentistry if you didn't have the right handpiece in your system or the right burr to cut the CEREC crown, right? It's the same thing with marketing. It's a process, and if you have pieces missing, it's not going to work well for you. So lead capture, meaning you're capturing leads and referrals, right? Now, not everyone's going to schedule an appointment right away. Not everybody, right? So you want a system that allows you to capture the people that are interested and then warm them up, have them get to know you, because, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. So you need the lead capture system to capture their information, their first name, their last name, their email, their phone number, so you can send them emails and text, which is the next phase, right? Which is the follow-up engine, right? Or the follow-up system. You need to be able to follow up with these patients, educate them about who you are, let them know who you are, whether you use humor to do that or educational videos. There's a lot of ways to do it. There's not one wrong way or one right way. There's just a lot of opportunities to get patients educated on who you are and what you offer, right? So the last thing would be then sign-ups or appointments scheduled, sign-ups to like a membership plan. So that's the end of the funnel. So awareness, lead capture, follow-up, and sign-up, right? Or appointment scheduled, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. And I think obviously each of those topics have vast you can talk vastly about each of those, right? Because
I'm sure there's
each systems, right? And we can,
there's
I'm sure we can do
for each area.
There's processes, and like I said, like just in the awareness stage, there's like 30 different opportunities to get your practice known, right? Or get patients aware. Direct mail marketing is one. We didn't even mention that, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot. So online and offline ways to get awareness, right? So that's how a successful marketing system looks like from 30,000 feet. And I'm sure we'll go into the details in other episodes, Justin, on
that's
awareness,
exactly what
lead
I was
capture. Yeah, because it's just like a chapter book, right? This is the contents of it. And this is, you got to make sure you have these in your practice. Now, what do the details look like, right? And we'll go into that in more episodes because we have more questions to go through. But that's what a successful marketing system looks like.
Awesome. It's kind of like it's basically a marketing journey. Awareness, lead capture, email, text follow-ups, and sign-ups.
I always look at processes like a funnel, you can look at processes or systems just like a funnel where, I think most people know what a funnel is, right? In cooking, you funnel things into stuff, right? Into a bowl to make pancakes or cookies or whatever you're funneling, right? So it's the same thing for most systems are funnels, or you can also use the word pipeline, right? Just like a pipeline. Yep. And I have a whole episode we'll do just about pipelines and on recurring revenue and all that, which I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. But anyways, that's what a successful marketing system looks like. Awareness, lead capture, follow up, sign up, or appointment scheduled.
Awesome. Next question, Jordan. What is the biggest marketing challenge in dentistry?
Yeah, so there's a couple of them, but the biggest one that I'm seeing out there is, and we'll go back to the system that I just said, is the lead capture and follow-up or nurturing systems. I don't know of any practice, and I've been in dentistry a long time. You know, you've been with me this whole time.
I have.
We've been in dentistry a long time, and I've yet to see a proper marketing system set up. They're skipping some steps. Most practices focus on meetings scheduled, which is great, or appointments scheduled.
Yeah,
which is great. Which is great. It's a segment of the market. When people are ready, right, ready to buy, which is great. What dentistry is not good at is capturing these leads and nurturing them, and maximizing the marketing funnel or the marketing opportunity, versus only focusing on patient appointment setups and things like that. There's ways to capture the leads through a lot of systems, but I like using a landing page to capture the leads that have the first name, last name, phone number, and email of that patient, and I'm giving them something. I'm giving them a coupon. I'm giving them an ebook that educates why implants are better than dentures, right? I'm giving them
whitening kit.
A whitening kit. I'm getting them a free whitening kit. There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways. Yeah, right now I've got a lead gen system working right now for our customers that are on BoomCloud. We actually have a new product that we're getting ready to release called BoomCloud Marketplace, which I'll explain that later. But one of the ways that patients opt into my lead gen funnel are basically I'm searching patients that are looking for dental insurance or dental insurance alternatives. And literally how I'm getting people to opt in to this landing page to collect their contact information is no insurance, we can help. Learn how you can save on your dental care. And then I literally say, find a dentist that does this. That's it. And they opt in, and then I take them to what we call the BoomCloud Marketplace, which is really cool. So there's a lot of ways to get people to opt in. The next thing that I think I should have added in what makes a successful marketing, what a successful marketing system looks like, is the last thing, which covers every stage, is conversion rate optimization, right? Which basically means making the system run better than what it started out as.
Yeah, you got to have those metrics tied into it so you can see.
Yeah, and what that looks like is, okay, if I put an ad out there or a direct mail marketing piece, and I get 1,000 impressions or 1,000 views of that ad, what percentage turns into a lead by like accepting my offer of like a free whitening kit, or a free consultation or whatever it may be, right? Is it 10%? Like, so out of 1,000 impressions, do 10% of those turn into a lead? Is it 1%? What is it? Whatever it is, you can improve it, right? So if it's 1%, try to get it to 2%, right? If it's 10%, try to increase it to 11%, and day by day or week by week, optimize it, right? And there's a lot of work to do, right? I don't expect every practice owner to do this. I do expect you as a practice owner to understand what it is and the necessity, to your practice, so you can make sure it's getting handled, right? So, that would be the last stage, right? Is making sure you've got your system and you're optimizing it, right? So the biggest issue, the biggest challenge is in the lead capturing and then the lead nurturing, emailing and educating patients weekly, new patients that haven't come and scheduled an appointment yet. They may have downloaded your ebook or a coupon or submitted the lead form to get access to see how they can save in dental care without insurance, right? There's a lot of ways, like I said, to generate the lead. So I would say those are the two biggest challenges, but also the biggest opportunities for a practice to really get really good at marketing and have a really complete system, right, is the lead capture and the email follow-up, or nurturing is what email text follow-up, right, is nurturing. So that's kind of the biggest challenge that I am seeing right now, because there's a lot of demand out there for dentists, and you just got to get awareness and capture that opportunity into a system. So that's kind of my viewpoint.
Wonderful. So we have this massive marketing challenge in dentistry.
Yeah.
For you, what is the solution to this challenge?
Well, yeah, the solution is, number one, being aware. Right now I'm talking about a marketing funnel with our listeners. You got to be aware that there is a challenge, right? You do have a challenge, and your business could be running way better than what it currently is. And marketing is always the engine, or the if we're thinking about it as like a train, it's the engine of the train, right? And the caboose of the train is the appointment schedule, or the sign up to your membership plan, or the acceptance of an implant, right? That's the caboose of the train. So if your engine's not working, you ain't going anywhere, right? Meaning you're probably going to see less appointments and less, implants or whatever you may be doing, right?
Sure.
That you're good at as a dentist, right? Maybe just crowns, maybe dentures, whatever it is, right? So just keep in mind that it starts with awareness. That's one the first step to solving the problem is being aware that your engine needs to be worked on. That's it, right?
Yeah.
The second is getting education on exactly what I just said. How do you get awareness? How do you capture more leads? And how do you nurture them so they turn into appointments, or in my case, membership signups, right? Because I'm all about practices developing and scaling dental membership plans, because I think it's a great way to get patients in. Even if they don't have an appointment, you can sign patients up. And they can do it all from online, right? Which is even more powerful for your practice. So awareness, education, and action, right? You want to once you're aware and you're educated on this process, now you got to take action. What do you need to do to take action? So one of the questions that Justin and I were talking about is, most practices don't have an important function called a CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management System. Most practices are really good with practice management systems. So after the patient becomes a patient, or the consumer becomes a patient, right? And that's great. You got an operating system to manage your existing patient base. But when you have a powerful marketing engine that's driving your business, you need to have a CRM, right? A great product that we use at BoomCloud is called HubSpot. It's a CRM. I believe they have a free version of it, and then you can upgrade as you need more tools. But I would encourage every practice to get a CRM like HubSpot and implement it into their website. If you got a web team, get them to make a pop-up that gives some type of offer away, and those patients opt in. You collect their name, email, phone number, right? I think that's
build a list.
One of the build a list.
Build a list.
In marketing and in business, those who have the list have the power to create a really successful business, right?
Yeah. Speaking of lists, Jordan, I was reading a book by Dan Kennedy, and one of his techniques,
awesome.
and a phrase that he said in his book is always be list building.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Always be list building.
So for those that don't know what list building is, it's the lead capture phase of the marketing journey, right? So list building, you're building an email list, a contact list of potential prospects or patients, right? So when Dan Kennedy is pretty much a marketing god, you got to listen to him, right? And he's written the Bible of marketing. The book is called he's got lots of books. He's called the Magnetic Marketing Book, and I believe he's got one that's geared towards dentists. So Magnetic Marketing for Dentists, I believe. Go check that one out. But yeah, always be list building, because when you capture it and you own the list, meaning you own the ability to send emails and text messages, is way more powerful than renting it from like Facebook or Google, right? And when I say renting, meaning you're paying to get awareness and attraction, right? Both are important. But you always want to be building a lead list of potential people that will become potential patients, right? So the CRM is key. That's the end of the solution, right? So awareness of the problem, get yourself educated. That's what you're doing right now, and then take action and implement a CRM, customer relationship management system, or lead management system, right? You can call it for practices. So that you can nurture more and more patients and attract more and more patients that aren't ready to buy, but are interested in maybe potentially saving, or interested in learning why implants are better than dentures, or why, whatever it is, education. You can use education to get people to opt in through like ebooks and white papers, which are like little reports or information and facts that educate people, right? So that's kind of the solution of the challenge, and at the end of it is get yourself a CRM or a lead system like HubSpot, and start implementing these types of strategies that give you a better engine that will pull your business forward.
Well, and where my mind goes is you're funneling all these leads through awareness, lead capture, email, signing up, and then you funnel them through
and then conversion rate.
CRM, and conversion rate, and then you funnel them all through this CRM, building a list, right?
Yeah,
and then I'm imagining with any CRM, whether it's HubSpot or I know there's others out there, but I know
there's a ton.
You can build
a lot of free ones too.
You can build automations that nurture those leads. You can build any type of automation. You can. One thing that I've done here at BoomCloud is with leads that are coming through, I've built a scoring system that alerts the sales team how ready these leads are. You can build automations and workflows like that within the CRM. So that, and
this is the geeky stuff that Justin gets into.
Geeky stuff, yeah.
But it's super necessary.
Yeah, it's getting into all the details. Once you've connected all that and are building lists, always be list building, right?
Yeah.
Then you can start building workflows and automations that aid you in your marketing journey, right? So that's exactly where my mind goes. It's you connect to CRM and then there's more power to your marketing system.
Yeah, you just adds more coal to the train engine, right?
Yeah, and visibility to leads coming in for your practice, right?
Yeah, and then because you're always going to get a small percentage that will schedule an appointment right from like the internet or wherever, which is great. Take advantage of that. Keep doing that, but just keep in mind that every person in your local area needs dental care, right? Yeah. It's just a matter of when, right? That's why I think lead capture and lead nurturing is super critical, because not everyone will go every 6 months, right? But if you're constantly reaching out and capturing leads through your system, you can nurture them, and when they're ready, they'll schedule an appointment, right? They'll sign up for your membership plan. They'll do whatever you tell them to do when they're ready, right? So that's what I love about marketing, because it does capture all the opportunities, and like I said, not everyone's ready to go to the dentist now.
Yeah. Yep. One more thing to add about a CRM, because I work in.
That's
CRM
where your head's been in for a lot, lately.
Once you list build, part of the CRM function is you can build a reporting function that a marketing aspect for reporting that helps you gauge where people are at. So I think that's another really important aspect of a CRM is having a reporting function. There needs to be lists, there needs to be automation, and then there needs to be a reporting function where you can see a dashboard of reports and numbers and metrics for your marketing.
Yeah, where
system.
Your leads coming from. You can get in with a system like that. You can see where your leads coming from.
It's all the geeky stuff.
All the geeky stuff. You can set reminders to send to your front office staff to say, "Hey, call this patient because they downloaded a coupon from our website and it seems like they're interested. So call them and see if you can schedule them now." Right?
That's
so you can do a lot of notification reminders too, with things like that. But really, I would just start simple and just start. and improve along the way, right? Nothing is perfect when you launch it. Like the key is to take action and launch something like that now, and then optimize it and make it better along the way, right?
Absolutely.
So that's kind of my tip there, because I know it can be overwhelming listening to me and Justin talking about these systems and all the geeky stuff that Justin gets into with setting up these systems, which are so necessary. But I would just start, like, go to HubSpot.com right now and get a free CRM and just start integrate it to your website. It's really simple, right? And obviously, if you need help or have questions, I'm happy to look into how you're trying to do things, and what your goals are. Like, for no charge, right? It's just I want to help people out. So happy to do that. Email is jordan@boomcloud.com, JORDON@boomcloud.com. So if you have questions, I can kind of point you in the right direction and be a resource for you. All right, Just, we have one last question.
One more question. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. What are low-hanging fruit opportunities to get new leads and new patients?
Yeah, so what I'm seeing lately, so right now I'm my big project here at BoomCloud, and if you haven't checked out BoomCloud, what's wrong with you? I'm teasing. Go to boomcloudapps.com or boomcloud.com. Our software helps practices create, organize, and scale a dental membership program so you have predictable recurring revenue, a better loyal patient base, and a patient base that buys 3 times more than they would from you, right? It's a great revenue system for your practice. That's another topic, revenue systems. So go check BoomCloud, schedule a demo. I have ebooks. We have lots of resources that you can download and become one of our leads, right? There's my secret. I truly believe in educating your practice and being a resource, right? So we do have lots of resources that are free on our website. But go schedule a demo and learn what we're doing. But one of the biggest things that I'm working on right now is building out what we call the BoomCloud Marketplace, an area where dentists can be found by patients who are looking for, by uninsured patients looking for ways to go to the dentist, right? That's what the BoomCloud Marketplace is. And during my research, I am finding that there is great demand for dental offices, great demand, and great demand for a lot of different areas. Implants, practices that do implants that can do a payment plan option. These are what people are searching for, right? So if you're not doing like a payment plan in your office, like an in-house payment plan that allows people to accept treatment, especially for implants, you may be scaring people away because people are searching for this. Implants, dentists who do implants with payment plans, right? One of the biggest issues in dentistry is the fear of cost from patients, right? They fear it's going to cost too much. So it's really important that you make it convenient for patients to buy and have a payment plan, have a membership plan and a payment plan. The difference is payment plans are when a patient gets an implant, they pay you monthly until their balance is paid off, right? So obviously there's like companies like CareCredit and finance companies, which are great, but in-house payment plan could be a great option as well to get people moving faster. And obviously there's ways to verify that patients are going to pay. There's I know some practice may be like, that's risky, but it's really not, especially if you build a relationship with your patient, excuse me. Also I'm finding out that there's a lot of patients that don't have insurance, right? And they're in pain and they don't know if they can go see a dentist because they've been programmed to believe that they only have to work with dental insurance, which we all know is false, right? But I have found, and part of what we're building up with the BoomCloud Marketplace is a way to capture these leads for you and really become basically a marketing support organization for our practices that use BoomCloud and want to take advantage of the systems that we've talked about today, right? That's what BoomCloud is evolving into, from a membership software plus a marketplace to help you with your marketing systems, right? Through our proven processes. But people are in pain and they don't have insurance and they're looking, and there's not a lot of information out there for them. So that's a huge opportunity and one that we're capturing on across the nation. I'm seeing leads, hundreds of people to thousands of people a day searching for this, just with the small campaigns that we're doing here at BoomCloud. But uninsured patients, that's such a huge thing, and it's going to get worse. We're about to enter a recession.
Yeah.
We're in a weird time, and usually what I've seen in the COVID recessions is that patients lose their dental benefits, but that doesn't mean they stop getting dental care, needing dental care. They need it. You need to take care of your teeth, and membership plans are such a great low-hanging fruit advantage for your practice, especially as if we do enter into a recession in 2023. You have an avenue to capture those types of patients. But I would say those are the low-hanging fruit. There is making sure you have a payment plan, because in a way to capture those patients looking for those types of things, and then. If patients are uninsured, they're thinking they can't go see the dentist. So make sure you have a membership plan and you're tracking those online. Go check out the BoomCloud Marketplace at boomcloudmarketplace.com. Or if you're not, and BoomCloud Marketplace is only for BoomCloud software users. We don't put just anybody on there. We want to make sure that our practices are offering a membership plan that's attractive both to the dentist and the practice owner and to the patient. So, but you can go check it out and see what we're up to at BoomCloud. But I would suggest you also schedule a demo to learn about our technology, the BoomCloud software, and how it can help you create scale and create awareness and more leads for your membership plan with the marketplace addition to it. So, with that said, go to boomcloudapps.com. Go download a book. I got the $1 Million Membership Plan book. I got Fire the PPO books. We're going to be launching some marketing books as well to be able to attract uninsured patients to your practice. So go periodically to our website. We've got free articles. This podcast will be posted there as well. So go to boomcloudapps.com. And with that said, we hope you guys have a rockin' day. And thanks for hanging out with us for the episode today. So rock on.
Rock on.